Joining me now for our P-Wolves profile is Caleb Conway, a senior tight end on the Nebraska Wesleyan football team from Millard West High School. Caleb, how will you look back on your career at Nebraska Wesleyan?
Just looking back, I'd say it's been a great time. One of the better decisions I've made to continue football, because I didn't know if I was going to choose football after high school. So I'm definitely happy with my decision.
You've played a lot of football at Wesleyan ever since your freshman year.
Yeah, freshman year I got on mostly as a receiving tight end and long snapper, and then kind of worked into my role as the team allowed me to.
A tight end does wear many hats, or at least a couple of them, in that you're a receiver and a blocker. You're like a lineman too.
Yeah, I try to be like a lineman as much as I can. The coaches always give me a hard time because I'm a small lineman, so try to do my best and hold my own.
Now, tell me about being a long snapper. How did that happen?
It started back in Pee Wee football, kind of. The team just needed one, and I figured I'd give it a shot because it was like throwing a football in between your legs. And obviously there's more to it now, but that's how it all started back then.
There is kind of an art to it.
Yeah, I mean, it's a lot different. I think it's funny how a guy can throw a spiral as a quarterback, but then you ask them to snap a football, and it's completely different.
What brought you to Nebraska Wesleyan?
I knew I wanted to do sports somehow in college. I just didn't know if it was going to be football. And with Wesleyan offering me a chance to play football close to my family, I thought it was the best of both worlds.
Now, you played on a state championship rugby team when you were in high school. Tell me about that.
Yeah, it's kind of funny. It started because I went to watch my friend play his rugby game, and they were short a player. So the coach kind of just asked me to fill out the paperwork, fill in for one game, and then turned out I played 2 years for them, and we ended up winning a state title in the process, so it was a good time.
Was this a team made up of players from Millard West?
Yeah, it was all Millard schools just because the school wasn't willing to affiliate itself with rugby, being like a more contact and less safe sport is the notion. So,
how would you compare football and rugby? Rugby looks so rough.
Yeah, a lot of people think it is pretty rough, but I mean, a lot of guys know it's football without pads, so you're a lot more fundamental. You're making sure you aren't leading with your head, tackling and everything. So the players are more conscious and safe, I think, playing rugby, even though it is a more physically demanding sport.
Caleb, what are your plans beyond Wesleyan when you graduate?
Right now I'm a business major, so looking for a job in the business area, preferably Lincoln or Omaha, so I can still stay close to family. But as like set in stone plans, I don't have any right now.
Well, good luck to you in the future, whatever it may bring.
Well, thank you.
All right, Caleb Conway, a senior on the Nebraska Wesleyan football team. And P-Wolves profiles are brought to you by Joyce Sherwood, financial professional with Central Financial Services, Andy Van Horn and the Van Horn team at State Farm, Rotella's Italian Bakery, the Wildbird Habitat Store and Arnie's Pet Food Store, Emo Flooring, and Leach Camper Sales.